Hey everyone, happy Remembrance Day, or Armistice Day, or happy 11/11. Armistice means a temporary cessation of fighting by mutual consent, which is effectively a truce. So, the end of World War One happened on the 11th of November, which was at 11 a.m., the 11th day of the 11th month. Interesting that it was all the ones in World War One. There's an interesting connection with a license plate that was on a car carrying the Archduke Franz Ferdinand when he was assassinated on June 28th, 1914, that triggered the chain of events that led to the outbreak of World War One. The plate's significance lies in its resemblance to the date of the armistice, November 11th, 1918. The license plate had 11/11/18 on it. Armistice is 97 in gematria, same as masculine and takeover, equity, goodwill, serpent, Capricorn, fire dragon, control, imminent, 111. Brilliant. The 11 tends to refer to the snakes, as you have the two pillars either side of the spine. You have the two snakes, the Kundalini and the Kundamava. They say 11 comes from the Old English Ein Lofan, which is compound of ein, meaning one, and lif, meaning left or remaining. This combination suggests that 11 means one left or one remaining, implying that it is the number that remains after counting to 10. And the Proto-Germanic root, ein aleph, is derived from Proto-Indo-European like to leave or remain. The root is also seen in other Germanic languages such as Old Norse "tolf" and Old Frisian "twolf", as well as in Lithuanian, which uses "lika" to form numbers up to 19. In Old English, "enlofan" was used to describe the number 11 during the Middle English period. The spelling evolved to "eleven", "enleven", and eventually "eleven". The Oxford English Dictionary notes that the "lif" component is of uncertain origin, but one theory suggests it is related to Germanic words meaning left or remaining. Another theory that I like more is the aleph, the word 11 containing the word aleph, which fits quite well because 11 is the master father number and the aleph is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet and considered the master provider number. So the aleph in represents when Adam first separated from God, when Adam first divorced God. There was the separation of God and man. The symbol for the aleph is made up of two yods and a vav. The vav is the line that separates the two yods and also keeps them connected at the same time. The Vav is the sixth letter of the alphabet, representing the material world. The Yod is the 10th letter of the alphabet, representing the number 1 in numerology, because 1 plus 0 is 1. So you have the 1 above and the 1 below as the Vav separates the two. You have as above, so below. The Aleph in is the reminder that even though we are separated from God, we still have God within us. And also the vowels being interchangeable, you can have Aleph, Un. Un is another word for one. So Aleph is a word for one, Un is a word for one, Ein is a word for one. Ein Aleph, the Proto-Germanic root word Ein Aleph, could have had a one for Ein and a one for Aleph to create a one and one. Also, El used to be a word that was used to describe God. The two pillars in 11, in the symbol for 11, the two ones represent God and one made in God's image, which there would need to be a balancing of. So when you get the L even, that's 11 when the towers are balanced. That brings you up to 12, which is completion. Also, N11, very close to enliven before 11. As the breath of God sure does enliven. 11 in Gematria is 63. 6 and 3 make 9. In English Gematria, it'd be 378. 8 plus 7 is 15, and 3 is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. And also with a value of 63, you have Yod He Vav He, or YHVH, divine, spine, which you need to raise the Kundalini energy up just between the two towers, the two pillars, the two ones of the 11. It's about being able to travel up that middle path. The Bible is 63, Saint 63, Deja Vu 63, then 1111 is 126 in simple gematria, which is 1 plus 2 plus 6, which is 9. In English gematria, it's 756, that's 7 plus 5 plus 6, which is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. All of these links between the 9 and the 11. The 9 is the middle path, which is the spine with the head or the pineal gland attached to the top. When the energy shoots up the spine, it turns on the third eye and causes the one to be on, which gives it the light bulb shaped head instead of the thin worm shaped head. 1111 is 126. Only one God, 126. 999, 126. 45, 4 plus 5 is 9, 126. Keanu Reeves, he is the one, 126. Lord Christ, 126. Spotlight, so the spotlight will be on you when your third eye bursts open, and if thine eye be single, thy whole body will fill with light. Died suddenly, an interesting one, because when you turn on your third eye chakra and receive all of the blessings through the crown chakra, that is considered the death of the old you. 54, 126. That's amazing because 45 was on there as well. And 54, 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 and 11 have such incredible links. The 9 has some incredible mathematical properties. You can count on your fingers, usually the 9 times table. You can do 9 times tables on your fingers. 9 times 3 would be 27. 9 times 5, 45. 9 times 7, 63. And with the 11 times tables, you are able to get the answer by splitting the number you are multiplying by 11 into the first and last number and add the total and put the total in the middle. For example, 11 times 11 is 121, as you put the 1 at the beginning and the 1 at the end from 11 into the beginning and the end of the answer. Add the two together. 1 plus 1 is 2. Put it in the middle. You have 1, 2, 1. 11 times 11 is 121. That works for all numbers that are higher than 2 digits. You just have to carry it over. Like 45 times 11 is 495. But then 55 times 11, instead of being a 5 at the beginning, it would be a 6 because you have to carry the 1. It becomes 605. Also, 9 times 11 is 99, which is most high. A very respected number in numerology. 9 is divine, and 11 is the one in duality. 11 is the star sign Aquarius, which is the age we're said to be moving into. Seems like a lot of people will be choosing one way or another, either the world of technology or the world of knowing thyself. So today is a day of remembering fallen heroes and people that went out to protect the country. Now, I have to admit, I'm not a fan of war, I'm not a supporter of war, but I am a supporter of the people that believed in something, believed in saving other people more than their own lives. I think there is a lot of noble blood in people that are willing to sacrifice themselves for others. And it's not that I wouldn't be willing to do this. I did apply to join the army once. I was quite lucky that I didn't get in, to be fair. Not happy with the reasons people are sent for wars. Don't believe that there's any reason for it. Obviously, if people are attacking your home, you've got to defend yourself. Now, there's a big difference between defending yourself and blindly following orders in a place that you shouldn't be. As I say, the utmost respect to those that have died protecting our country and anybody that's died protecting anyone that they love and even people that they don't love. Just to be willing to do what is right, or at least what felt right, with all of the knowledge that they could possibly have had. And try and make sure I put more attention towards gaining this knowledge, knowing myself more. As 1111 does mark the end of war. Once you answer God's call, which is when you see an 1111 turn up everywhere, that is telling you God's bringing. That's got a phone call that you've got to answer at some point. Maybe not in this life. Eventually that day comes. You'll answer the call. Then work your way from the 1 back up to the 9. It's that climate challenge. It's our climate crisis, is being able to get up the 8 rungs of the ladder. The 8 actually looks like a ladder, one of those rope ladders. A H is the 8th letter of the alphabet, also looks like a ladder, one rung on a ladder. It's got to climb up that 8, tune into the frequency of 9. It's God's frequency, and a good thing to remember. as all wars come to an end, and we will rise once again. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.